which way? Oh, it didn't give me the option. Oh, so I just started recording. But I usually have the option to choose how do I record it. So again, I may not even know where the recording goes. So I apologize. I am not great with technology. I'm still learning. And I thought I knew what Zoom, and for some reason things changed. So I apologize. But anyways, I'm going to record and in good faith, hopefully you can find it after and share it again and try to share it. So last week we talked about exposure. So we talked about exposure to our business and how we can expose people to the 4 different levels, right? And Crystal and we talked about 4 phases. So the phase 1 is getting people to try out the workout with us without any commitment. Phase 2 was sampling, whether it's sampling the nutrition plan, sampling Shakeology, sampling videos, in addition to just one workout, recipes and such. Phase 3 would be introducing them to the community. So the accountability, like a basics challenge pack. And then 4th phase would be like them investing full on into a challenge, like a full challenge pack, right? So now those are the 4 phases we talked about. And then we kind of brainstorm, okay, how can we do this in a real way? So that way we can start introducing people to our business in no greater time. Like, this is it. Like, you're looking for an opportunity for Beachbody to grow. This is it. And I know there's a lot of gyms out there that are doing virtual workouts now, like literally everybody. Yoga studios, regular gyms. Now they all have their groups online. But it's not the same. I know for me, like, if they're showing up at certain times, same way that the gym would, like they have certain class at times. I know for me that wouldn't work still. I want flexibility. So we talk to the pain points that people have currently, right? We talk about, having their kids in their house now, homeschooling, working from home, majority of the people. And for the medical staff, it's just they don't have the time now because now they're like mandated to work extra hours. So it's chaos, right? So, we have to rethink the pain points of where our people are at now. And I talked about this with my mentor, Elizabeth Harkey, in our team call that we had on Monday. And we were talking about brainstorming how we can, whoever we were trying to serve, their pain points have shifted, obviously. It's not the same like it used to be. And I actually have made a list because I'm gonna be doing some live streaming. I don't know if you guys saw my live stream today, but I'm gonna be doing those live streams on a weekly basis. And it's gonna be kind of like a sneak peek and also a way of serving the community and helping them to, cope with stress management, time management, and so on. But prior to that, I made like a list of pain points for our people. I don't know if you'll be able to see it. I don't know if you guys can see it. No, it's gonna look backwards. Anyways, my humongous.
It's not backwards. We can read it.
Oh, you can read it? Oh, okay.
Yeah,
it's backwards. Anyways, so this is my long list of pain points. So I put on here job security. Obviously, is a big issue. Access to resources. The social distancing is going to be an issue for a lot of people. Childcare, organization at home, because obviously now people are going to be home more, trying to figure out how to manage that. Homeschooling, mental health, physical health, fear of physical health, stress management, the social isolation, and of course I have to put on the bottom relationship creation, because now you're going to be with your spouse 24/7. What are you going to do?
That's not a thing.
You're newly married, so you don't count. You're still like in the honeymoon phase.
Well, see, me and my husband never get to see each other anyway, because like we both work. He works in a grocery warehouse, and I work in a grocery store.
Yeah,
so like right now we don't see each other at all. Like 5 minutes past the baby.
Which is also a good thing, because let me tell you, sometimes like it's good missing each other.
Her face. She's like,
trust me. I've been married long enough to know. But yeah, so these are kind of like the brainstorming, thinking of pain points. The reason why I share this is because in any business, you're always constantly thinking about pain points, because then you're problem solving. You're like, okay, what's the solution to this? So obviously we're not going to fix all these right now. We can't, we got to focus on just a few of them. And obviously with our business, our thing is physical health, stress management, helping with the social isolation. So we're helping with community, we're helping with connection. Even though it's online, it's not the same, but it's better. And so those are the main areas that we're helping. And mental health, right? Which is going to be is a huge thing right now. So that being said, though, so we brainstormed about what we're going to do. And we've done this in the past, and Megan knows because she's been around for a little while. So we've done free communities before. We've done like 5 days, 2 weeks, things like that. But right now, the way I'm shifting our free community is really serving, because we really need to start helping our people to feel like they have some sanity and they can take care of themselves, be well, and while they're maintaining this social isolation. So in the next couple of days, I'm going to be creating that free community. It's going to be called Building Strong Families. And what's amazing, was it today? I think it was. Yesterday, Beachbody announced they're giving free kids workouts.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
So I was like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. So I don't know how many workouts total, but they're providing free kids workouts, which I'm going to include in that group. So people have already reached out to me like, yes, I want to be part of that. I would love that, because it was like the whole idea is that kids don't have gym anymore. They don't have sports. How do we get them to stay active? And parents, man, parents think about their kids first before they think about themselves.
Right.
So, that's sad. I've gotten more responses on the kids post than I ever got for themselves. Like, this is like my, uphill battle all the time with parents.
But you gotta think, since the kids are now at home with their parents, like a lot of I was looking at some of the ones yes, I know, we were looking at them together. Never mind, I'll change it. Okay, we were looking at them, Joseph and I, and there are a lot of them are like to do with the parents. Like they have the parent involved in them. So it's, even if they're not doing like their own separate workouts, like, and they just get one, like do the free ones for their kids, it still encourages them to get moving too.
Right.
So yeah. I thought that was kind of cool.
It is cool. And like we mentioned in phase 1, they are trying to work out as well, you know, so they're getting exposure, that first layer of exposure. So my goal is, the group officially will start on March 30th, Monday. So it gives us time. The next couple days, I'll open it up. I'm getting the cover photo done right now. It'll open it up. We can start adding people into there. Whoever's interested, absolutely free. We're literally going to be there supporting them, giving them those free resources. There's also additional free workouts that Joel Freeman has. For the 10 rounds, the free workout still in your Coach Online office. We can share that the link right in there so they can do that workout. There's other workouts that we can share links directly to. So they'll have at least 2 weeks worth of workouts for free. So without even signing up or anything. So again, the whole idea is for them to realize like, hey, no, there is no strings attached. You are here. We're going to support you, right? This is the whole thing, is that with any business, you start with serving, right?
You start with serving with no expectation of getting anything out of it, because then, it's like good faith kind of.
Right. And you build trust. And if somebody wants to continue working with you, they want to continue working with you. And that's from their desire, not us forcing them or pulling their arms. And that's the best clients, best customers, the best coaches. You want somebody who wants to be there with you, So the other thing though, for some reason the link, it doesn't work. So if you guys are interested, one of my mentors sent me I'm going to share the screen. Hold on. Let me look for it real quick. I'll open it up again. Where is that? Shoot, I closed it. All right. Let me open it up again. So she's an amazing, this woman, she is she's a startup business coach. So she coaches startup businesses not Beachbody related. She's incredible. She's been doing live streaming videos, social media since 2012, I believe is what she told me.
Wow.
So she is a guru when it comes to social media. She's incredible. And so she's been giving these resources, although I've had similar resources already through Beachbody, but it's always nice to see things in a different viewpoint. I like the way she broke down how to structure your social media so that way you're not overwhelmed with, working on social media. So here's the document. Let me see. I think it's this one. Can you guys see that?
I see a blank screen.
It's blank. It's not. You can't see it. Oh, hold up.
I see your mouse moving in a blank screen.
Hold on. I gotta probably download it again. That's probably why. Hold up. Let's see if this works. Oh, changes you made may not be saved. Okay. What's going on? Oh, what is going on? Hold up, let me not share because this is like going bananas. All right, well, I'll email it to you guys because for some reason, I don't know what's going on with my email right now. Oh, you know why? Because I logged off. Duh. Been a long day. All right, I'll email it to you guys. So it's just pretty much a whole sheet walking you through like all the platforms. So Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, YouTube, like whatever platform you choose, right? You're like, all right, I'm going to focus on this. It literally lists exactly, this is what you should be doing. And Megan knows some of the stuff. Some of the stuff is similar to what we've always done, but I like how it really just simplifies it. It's literally called streamlining social media because it's just straight to the point. Like you have this window, this is what I'm doing while I'm on social media, and that's it. So I'm going to share that with you guys just so as an additional resource for you as well as you guys start to kind of get back on and also get more active in a positive way, obviously, not sharing more of the COVID-19, which is tempting to do because you'll get a lot of likes for those or in engagement. The other thing I wanted to mention, did you guys get a chance? I mean, I know you guys have been super busy, but I shared the documentary. Have you guys seen that documentary before by Brene Brown?
No.
You haven't seen it before? Okay, so you guys saw the link though, right, for the Netflix? It's called A Call to Courage.
Yeah.
So I figured, I was like, oh, people are binge watching Netflix. Let me share this one. Maybe they'll watch it. I highly encourage you to go watch it during your free time. If you have free time, I know it's very, very little, but if you're trying to find something to kind of relax with and decompress and de-stress and get your mind off what's going on, this is a great documentary to watch. It really talks about courage in a different way that we're so used to hearing. Brene Brown is a shame researcher, and she talks a lot about vulnerability and failure. So the reason why I wanted you guys to kind of watch that is because I was going to share with you guys tonight and be vulnerable because one of the things that I don't know if you guys got a chance to do the survey, the leadership survey.
Not yet.
Where you evaluate, and I haven't gone in to check the answers yet. But I wanted to kind of evaluate myself as a leader, just to be honest, because one of the things that I'm currently doing is continuously trying to grow as a leader. And we can all improve. Trust me, like I can totally improve like a lot. And so that's why I did that. But I also provided you guys an opportunity to also evaluate yourself because the greatest leaders are capable of taking feedback, constructive feedback, and taking that and adapting it and allowing themselves to grow from that, right? And one of the things that I want to kind of instill in our team, and I want to hopefully develop this culture in our team, is is the power of vulnerability and of not putting a wall up. And I feel like a lot of times as coaches, we put a front, like we put a fake face on. We put on what we think others want to see. And so I wanted to share tonight and be vulnerable with you guys because I want to break that. I want to break that culture of fakehood, I guess you can call it, and be real and share the rawness of running a business. And if you're willing to ride it and you're willing to be vulnerable and be willing to fail, the outcome is so great. And Brene talks about this in the documentary. She talks about that the only way you can be successful in a business, in a work environment, in a leadership position is by being vulnerable and not be willing to risk failure, but you will fail is essentially what she says. Like, you're not risking failure, you will fail. And I want to talk about my failures because if I want to help you guys to grow as leaders, I want to show you guys what I've had to grow through in order to get where I am today. And I personally feel like I haven't gone very far. And I'll talk about that in a second, but I wanted to share, hopefully this will work. Let's see if it works. So I wanted to share, and let's see if the share screen works this time. Let's see. I don't know if it's gonna work. Let's see. Desktop maybe? Is that what it is? Can you guys see the YouTube?
I see a blue like cloud thing.
Blue cloud?
Yeah.
Oh. You don't see YouTube?
No. Is that what you see, Megan?
Yeah.
All right, let me try that again. I don't know why nothing's working today. Nothing wants to work. How about that? Still, is that a white screen?
Yes.
Yep.
This is awesome. Let's see, new share. Universal, what the heck? Oh, I wonder if it's because my phone is connected. Maybe I'll just disconnect my phone. My phone is like messing up everything. Oh, what's going on? All right.
Nope, still a white screen.
Still a white screen. Okay. One more time. If it doesn't work, then it doesn't work. Let's see.
Now it's the blue one again.
Blue one. I see like there's like a big green box on my side. Okay, so I'm gonna share. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna copy the link, and it's gonna be super embarrassing, but I'm gonna share it through our group chat. So I have the link. I'm gonna put it on here, and I'm being vulnerable right now. So you guys can watch it later. So this is my very first coming out video of Beachbody Coach. Okay. It's super embarrassing. It was October 2015. And that was my very first video. That was 6 months after starting coaching. So I took a while. Like I was terrified to get in front of a camera. And I look back on it and I was like, oh my gosh, it's so embarrassing. But I wanted to share that video because as I was looking through my YouTube, I posted a lot of videos before because there was no live streaming before on Facebook, and that's where all my videos are. And as I was going through and I was looking at my progress of sharing, of practicing and doing these videos and getting better slowly with my videos, I was thinking about that journey of, it's been 5 years of coaching. And there's many times where I felt like, man, I feel like such a failure because, and I apologize if I get super emotional. I felt like a failure. because every year I would go to our event. We have our summit event every summer. I will go there. And that's like our big celebration where everybody's recognized for moving up their ranks. And I kept seeing like my fellow coaches, people that started with me, just growing so much. And I kept asking myself, what's wrong with me? Why do I suck at this? Is what like the story I kept telling myself. And every year, like by my third year, I was like, why am I still here? Why am I still here? I haven't attained any accolades. I haven't attained any awards. I haven't attained any recognition. And I kept asking myself that. And I was wondering, like, why am I not progressing? At least in my mind, of what other coaches were doing. And I was struggling hard. And as I was looking this week, and as I was doing my leadership book training, and I was looking at my videos, and I was seeing how I was progressing and growing in my experience. You know, a lot of times we get caught up with the external recognition and the awards. And I got so caught up with it in my mind that I forgot to remember why I was doing this in the first place, which was to help others grow, to help others progress, to help others achieve their goals, not mine. And I don't know if out of some crazy, I don't know what, maybe it's some godly power, I stayed the course. I've stayed the course, even though I've had team members, and Megan can attest to this, come in and out of our team constantly. Like, I was like, yes, we're going to do it this year. We're going to hit a rank, and it will fall through. Every single year it would fall through. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I really suck at this. And I share that because it's been 5 years, right? And I haven't hit those external goals. But what I have hit, and what I wanted to share with you guys, and the reason why I'm still here, is my purpose and my mission, which is to ultimately change lives. It's to impact. It's to really help people make a deep change. And as you guys know, deep change doesn't happen overnight. It doesn't happen in a month. It doesn't happen in 3 months. It doesn't happen in a year. And so, although it's been slow, I personally have found that the people that have been attracted and who have come into my life now are the ones that should be in my life now versus the ones that were in my life 3 years ago. Why do I share this? Is because I never want you guys to feel like I am putting a front, like I am faking it. Like, you hear the term all the time, people saying, fake it till you make it. And I don't believe in that anymore. I feel like if you want to be authentic, then be authentic and just be you and share the rawness and share the realness, because I want you guys to realize that this business isn't easy to build. I'm just going to be real. There's going to be coaches out there saying like, oh, it's so easy. Stop making it so complicated. Relationships is not easy to build. You can't fake a friendship with people, right? And so that's why it takes time. But I believe that if we're able to stick it out, if we're able to build that strong foundation, and this is why we talked about this last week about exposure and kind of walking people through this process of exposing them to what we do and the authenticity and the relationships, that if we follow that and we're consistent with it, that we're going to build something way stronger than if we're just selling promos and deals and and sales, like we're selling something. What we're actually doing is selling an experience and a life-changing opportunity. So I want you guys to tonight, if you can, before our next call, because we're going to have this call every Thursday, is I want you to think about, like, what is your mission and your purpose? Like, why? And we talked about this months ago, I think it was, where we talked about where I think it was December when we first kicked off this new team. And we talked about starting with purpose and mission. But part of that, right, you have to have a purpose and mission, but then that has to be followed with action. Like, if you don't follow that with action, nothing's going to come out of it. What I do, I'm going to be real, like, what I do feel I am really strong with, I may suck at leadership, I may suck at sales, and I'll be real, like, there's been months, we only have 10 more minutes, there's been months where I haven't hit Success Club, which is you help at least 3 people per month. There's been months where I haven't hit that. And I felt like a failure, like, oh my gosh, I really suck at this. But I'm still here. And so my strength is resilience. My strength is consistency. My strength is not giving up. And my biggest strength is willingness to fail. And so if you guys don't learn anything else from me, it may not be sales because I suck at it, but I'm still here. If you don't learn from me, building a team, you might have to learn it from someone else because I'm not that great at it. At least you learn from me resilience. At least you learn from me discipline. At least you learn from me consistency, because that, you guys know, I am showing up every day for 5 years. Literally, you go into my social media, I've been on there every single day without missing a beat. Even when I have been activated for Hurricane Irma, I was still on social media sharing my journey every single day. That's my strength. That's my power. And that's what I encourage you guys to do, because that's what I'm good at. And that's what I can train on. And I think that I've been able to build slowly because of that. May not have been superpower like everyone else, but I think for me, like, I think we're going to build a stronger team because of it, because we're here with authenticity and realness. So I wanted to open this up to you guys. Like, how do you guys feel about building your business in this way, but also in a way that feels right for you? Like, I know, again, like, I can't train you on sales because I'm not the best. You're going to have to go to someone else to train you on sales. I can't train you on building the best team because I'm not the best for that. But what do you guys feel how I can help you grow this year, in the next few months, through this chaos, through what's going on in the world? How can I serve you to help you grow in your business?
It's a tough question.
Yeah.
I'll give you a minute to think about it. Silence is good sometimes.
I don't know. For me, it's just the consistency. It's, like I said, just calling me out just to make sure I'm doing my workouts and all that stuff. So it's like my consistency has been my biggest struggle since the kids were born. Oh, actually, no, because now this is around the time where I started 80-Day Obsession last year. And I'm like seeing all those posts and I'm like, how could I have twins that are less than they were like, what, 4 months old? And I'm doing an hour-long workout. And now they're 2.5, and I can't even get my butt downstairs to do 30 minutes. I like the mouthing. I got it. So like, that's my thing, is like to not feel like I gave up because I wasn't able to get my workout in, or like just throwing in the towel when I miss a couple of days. But I mean, honestly, I'm so ready now that my hip doesn't hurt to get back into working out. So that's kind of cool. But other than that, like, that's it.
Okay. That's good. Oh, I can't hear you. To mute yourself.
The baby did that. Sorry. Now Megan's muted.
Yeah, she is.
Now I get what she said by the mouthing, because she couldn't hear what I said. I think, yeah, I kind of do the same thing as Megan. Like when I miss like a day or two or like 3, like I just have a hard time starting back again.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I think that just has to do with like consistency. But right now, I think I'm just struggling because my schedule is not consistent, and I'm adjusting to having like, so my baby sister, well, I say my baby sister is staying with me. She's 12, but she's my baby sister.
Mm-hmm.
And we have like a 1-bedroom apartment, so she's sleeping on a futon in my living room, which is also all my workouts.
Yeah.
And so I like, and our gym in our apartment's closed, like the building is closed for like amenities. So I'm like, where am I supposed to do this? Because like my living room is now not my living room.
Mm-hmm.
And like, it's not like I'm not working out. Like I lift heavy boxes at work when I throw like freight and stuff, and like all day long I'm like lifting heavy things, but it's not the same as like consistently like doing a workout plan. And I think I'm feeling unsettled, maybe would be the right word to use,
with everything that's going on.
Yeah, just because like, okay, so I went from like having a consistent work schedule and like my husband having a consistent work schedule to like, and so like the baby was on a schedule, and now like my husband goes to work at 2:30 and he's supposed to get home at like 1:30 in the morning, and he's not getting home until like 7 a.m. And so like, and I used to not go into work until like 7, and then I would be done generally by 2. But now I'm having to work overnight shifts, like multiple overnight shifts, because we don't have enough people to restock at night. So like they're making all of us do overtime. So like I've been going in generally like when Robbie would get home before he started having all this extremely overtime. But now I have to stay later because of everything. And so when I have those nights where I'm in at like, 10 o'clock and then I work until 2 p.m. the next day, like it's a lot. And it's just so hard to like find motivation to work out when I'm that tired. And then like, I feel like if my husband the other day, I love him dearly. He told me like, so Joseph, this is getting a little off track, but my baby decided that he doesn't want the boob anymore. He just wants the bottle, which was very hard. And like we fought it, and now he's like back to liking the boob. But it was because I wasn't home because I was working so much, and he was having to eat more bottles and everything. And my husband was like, yeah, well, you're never home because you're either working out or sleeping or at work.
Hey, let me stop real quick. If the video stops, we'll get back on. I'll send you the link again because the time is limited. Just FYI.
Okay.
If it stops. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. So then like I felt guilty for working out because he like called me out and was like, you're taking time away from you, like being a mom and like all these things. And I was like, but it lets me like mentally be ready to do all of those things. So I think I kind of got off track after that. And so like I stopped showing up consistently because I felt like, I didn't have the support to do it, and that like it was making me a bad mom, even though like I know it's not. Like hearing those words, it's very
Mhm.
hard. So I think for me, I just need like encouragement to be consistent right now with everything going on.
Yeah.
And all the craziness and like scheduling, and then like I'm trying to get better about like meal prepping because I know like my food has been way off.
Mhm.
But I think, yeah, like Megan said, just like calling me out on it, like when I'm not doing it, like, and holding me accountable, because I think that helps me more, like knowing that I have someone holding me accountable. And I think I'm gonna watch the video you sent us about like social media stuff, because I suck at social media, which is funny because like I'm younger, but I'm terrible at social media.
Mhm. Okay, let me send you guys a new link right now, because it's gonna delete, or it's gonna close, and then I have an answer for you guys. Let me close this out and